People in Blackwood County don't like to talk about the forest. It sits just beyond Route 17, stretching for miles like a dark stain on the map. No warning signs. No fences. Just a thin line of trees so dense that even sunlight seems afraid to go inside. Locals call it Halopine Forest, and if you listen closely at night, you can hear the wind screaming through it like something is being hunted. They say the forest doesn't kill you. They say it takes you. I didn't believe any of that when we parked our car on the gravel shoulder at 11:47 p.m. The red numbers on the dashboard blinked like a final warning. There it is, Jake said, grabbing his camera bag. One night. In and out. Viral content. I laughed, but my stomach felt tight. I was supposed to be the skeptic, the narrator for our channel, the calm voice that kept things grounded. Millions of Americans love horror, but they love it more when it feels real. And Halopine had everything. Missing hikers, abandoned search efforts, 911 calls that ended in screaming. Emily checked her phone. No signal. Already. Perfect. Jake grinned. Adds to the vibe. Mark stayed quiet. He was the reason we were here. His older brother, Lucas, vanished in this forest 5 years ago. No body. No clues. Just his car, parked exactly where ours was now. The moment my foot touched the ground, the air changed. It was colder inside the tree line, like stepping into a different season. The forest swallowed sound. Our footsteps felt too loud, too wrong. Jake switched on the camera. Welcome back, guys, I said, forcing energy into my voice. Tonight, we're exploring one of the most haunted forests in the United States, Halopine. Behind me, the trees creaked. Not from the wind, from movement. 3 minutes in, and my heart was already racing. The deeper we walked, the darker it got. Our flashlights barely cut through the thick fog hugging the ground. The forest floor was soft, almost breathing beneath our boots. Do you hear that? Emily whispered. At first, I thought it was static. Then I realized it was whispering. Not words, names. My name. I turned sharply. Jake, stop messing around. I'm not, he said, and for the first time, his voice shook. The camera picked it up. Later, when we reviewed the footage, we'd hear it clearly, dozens of voices layered together, murmuring from every direction. But in that moment, it felt like the forest was leaning in, curious. We reached a clearing that shouldn't have been there. Dead center stood a wooden sign, half rotted, carved with symbols I didn't recognize. Nailed beneath it was something that made my blood run cold. A missing poster. Lucas Markson. The photo was fresh. That's impossible, Mark said, stepping forward. That picture, that was taken last year. A branch snapped behind us. We spun around, lights shaking. There were footprints. Bare feet. Leading deeper into the forest. Guys, Emily said slowly, the footprints just appeared on the ground. Jake zoomed in with the camera. The dirt was sinking inward, as if invisible feet were still pressing down. That's when the screaming started. It came from far away, then closer, raw, desperate, human. Mark took off running before we could stop him. Mark! I yelled, chasing him. The forest changed as we ran. Trees twisted, paths shifted. Every direction looked the same. My lungs burned, panic clawing up my throat. We found Mark standing in front of a massive pine tree, its trunk split open like a mouth. Inside it was darkness. And eyes. Hundreds of them. Lucas stepped out. He looked exactly the same as in the poster, no older, no thinner. His smile was wrong, stretched too wide. Mark, he said softly. It's so easy to stay. Mark froze. Lucas. I grabbed Mark's arm. That's not him. Lucas's head tilted. You said that too. Before you stayed. The ground beneath us trembled. From the shadows, shapes emerged, people, half-formed, their faces empty, their mouths open in silent screams. I recognized some from news articles, missing persons reports, urban legends. They don't let you leave, Lucas continued. They make you forget wanting to. Emily screamed as one of the figures grabbed her ankle, pulling her down into the dirt like it was water. Jake tried to help her, but something yanked him backward into the trees. His camera hit the ground, still recording. Mark was crying now. I can't lose you again. Lucas reached out. The forest held its breath. I did the only thing I could think of. I smashed my flashlight against the tree. The beam shattered, exploding into light. The eyes recoiled. The forest screamed, an unholy sound that felt like nails in my skull. Run! I yelled. Mark hesitated, then turned and ran with me. Behind us, Lucas's voice changed. Deep, furious, inhuman. You can't leave empty-handed. The trees closed in. Roots grabbed at our legs. I felt fingers brush my spine. Then suddenly, we burst out onto Route 17. Silence. The forest stood still, innocent, like nothing had happened. Mark collapsed, sobbing. I turned back. The tree line was gone. Just normal woods. No sign. No fog. No footprints. The police didn't believe us. They never do. Jake and Emily were listed as missing. Mark stopped speaking entirely. The video uploaded itself at 3 a.m. Millions of views overnight. Comments flooded in. I hear my name at 2:14. Pause at 5:32. There's a face. Why does the forest move? And one comment, pinned at the top, from an account with no profile picture. Thank you for bringing us new voices. Last night, I heard whispering outside my window. It knows where I live. And soon, I think it's coming to finish the story.